Hey, Red.
What up, Grim?
Do you know what you get when you cross Captain America and Buddy Holly?
No, I don't know what you get.
Our first guest. Hey, welcome back to worthadram. I'm Grim.
And I'm Red. This is your home for whiskey reviews, Ron Swanson quotes, and our very first guest. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
Have you decided on a name, or are we just going to call you Buddy Holly?
You can call me whatever you want.
All right.
All right. So,
I'm easy going.
Buddy, thank you. So, you brought us Lagavulin 16, which, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Definitely appreciate it. Favorite drink of Ron Swanson, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir.
Yep, for all the
Man,
Parks and
right.
Rec fans.
Yeah, definitely. Not even Ron Swanson, but even Nick Offerman. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's like a 45-minute YouTube video. Nick Offerman's just sitting there sipping Lagavulin for 45 minutes. Doesn't say a word throughout the entire thing.
Is that his Yule log special?
I think it's
think
his
so.
Yule Log special. So check that out if you haven't seen it. But it's definitely something that we're going to emulate here a little bit. So I don't know where to go next.
I don't either, actually. So Kyle actually brought us this bottle. You brought it for me as a congratulations for my daughter, and actually, so Kyle's a new father as well. Congratulations! I can't tell you that enough.
Thank you very much.
My wife and I made him and his wife some little desk knickknacks. I don't know what to call them.
Tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes.
Good word.
little saying tchotchkes. Anyway, Kyle's been watching the show, and he decided to, as a congratulations, bring me a bottle of scotch, and Red said it. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, before we get into our educational spiel, the stuff that people skip through, why don't you tell me, how'd you start drinking whiskey? Like, what brought you to drinking Lagavulin?
So, funny story, or not funny story, actually. Ron Swanson is pretty much the main reason I wanted to start drinking whiskey. Before that, I've had Jack and Cokes here and there. Wasn't a big whiskey fan. But once I started watching Parks and Rec, and I've seen it like 3 or 4 times, I just wanted to try it. So I figured, why not try Lagavulin for the first time for my first whiskey. So this is actually the first whiskey I've ever tried.
Did you go straight for
wow.
the 16, or did you start lower?
Straight for the 16, yeah.
Wow.
So I had to go big or go home.
It's balling.
Right in the deep end.
Yeah, I did.
I like that. I can
Yeah.
respect that.
Thank you.
That's good stuff.
If anybody, on the slim chance that anyone is related to or knows Nick Offerman, go ahead and tag him in link him to this video, because I think you've got. You're kind of a role model here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Lagavulin is one of the best known scotches to come out of Islay.
The Scotchiest of Whiskies.
It is the Scotchiest of Whiskies. Ron Swanson does have a lot to do with that, but it's been pretty much world famous since 1890s. It's been around for a long time. Very consistently high quality. Got a good depth of flavor, and it's listed as one of the great malts of Islay, along with Caol Ila and a couple of Lafroig.
So we did mention in the Caol Ila episode that Lagavulin is the sister distillery.
Yeah.
So the flavor profiles should be reminiscent of one another, but two totally different, wildly different paths there.
Same. I mean, it's 100% malted barley, so it's the same mash bill.
Yep.
But much different flavor profiles. It'll be interesting to see. So, fun fact: Lagavulin.
Do you want me my help with that one?
Yes.
Great part.
So, this is going to be just another one of our pronunciation issues. But Lagavulin is derived from Lagavulin, which is Gaelic for hollow of the mill. The Welsh pronunciation is actually closest to Lagavulin.
Oh, okay.
But there you go. There's the spelling.
I can't do Scottish.
I mean, I really can't either. I chew on these words.
I don't want to wait anymore. I don't know how you guys feel.
Chomping at the bit, man.
I haven't had any Lagavulin expression, so no.
All right.
You're the
That's
expert
awesome.
here.
I've had the
I don't
12
know.
a
You had the
long
12?
time ago. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. So I can't wait anymore.
Let's do it. Pour it out, man.
All right. Little geography. lesson here. There are miles and miles of peat bog on the west. Oh, I was talking over the
That's
audio
okay.
pad.
We can do it again.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah, it's
To
a
raise
respectable course.
expectations.
So there are miles and miles of peat bog on the west side of Isla, and that peat is harvested and brought to the distillery, which provides that characteristic peat smoke that goes into all Isla scotches, especially Lagavulin.
Not to mention rich peaty water running down the brown burn from Sloan locks.
It's very true. Yeah, if you come back, you'll get used to this.
Uh-huh.
It's
I'll be down.
it's twice as hot back here with the third person.
I'm sorry. I'm just giving off heat too.
We're a couple of triple of three hot dudes here.
Triple of 3 hot dudes. I can smell that.
Yeah, I've had I've had this uncorked for a little bit, and you guys have been talking, and I've been over here just wafting it into my face.
I'll tell you, so from this distance, it smells really, really sweet. Like the peat's kind of taking a back seat.
Yeah.
And I'm getting like really just light, fruity smells here.
Mm-hmm. The peat will come. Don't worry.
After dark. Oh man.
I got this in my nose already.
Yeah. I mean, we can start sniffing.
That's good. Yeah, real
That is
strong.
Wow.
Powerful smell.
Never gets
Yeah.
old.
Real strong peat.
So have you tried any whiskey at all through this style glass yet?
No, I have
So
not.
Ooh,
you-
it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
You will notice a wild difference.
Okay.
Like Red and I can't even drink out of regular glasses anymore.
No,
Uh-oh.
I feel. I've said it before, but I texted you and I said I felt snobbish because I can't
Yep.
drink out of an old-fashioned glass anymore.
I actually ordered a set of Libby glasses,
Yeah.
which are like Glencairns, but they're really made for bourbon. So they're a little wider. You can get a lot more of your face into the glass.
Nice.
Yeah. They were supposed to be here today. Amazon's letting me down.
Amazon.
Oh man.
So interesting fact. I guess it's really not that fun, but interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the
historical fact.
Yeah, historical fact. The Lagavulin distillery is built on a site that previously held illegal distilleries as far back as 1742.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in 1816 that John Johnston
That's
finally.
a strong name.
Yeah.
It is a strong name.
1816, John Johnston finally built the first legal distillery on that site, and I believe it was in the 1890s, where under the guidance of Peter Mackey, the distillery Lagavulin finally became a household name.
You wrote the note.
I sure did.
You could have been a doctor. I'm just gonna say that just for the handwriting.
I can read that just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wrote the last board with your toes.
That's true.
it was all
I
over the
decided to
place.
try. I'm right-handed. I decided to try it left-handed. Let's go.
Every time.
So I get, a lot of peat,
I am now, yeah.
but almost medicinal. Iodine. That's the word I'm looking for. Iodine flavor.
I think
scent.
that's probably going to be characteristic of,
Yeah.
if not all Islas, at least these two distilleries because of how
This-
close they are to the water.
Strong peat.
Yeah.
Or-
And I mentioned in the Caol Ila episode how well they capture just that open ocean air feel.
Yeah.
I'm expecting similar things from this.
Yeah. Good. And it's, so we said 100% malted barley and then ex-American bourbon casks
Mm-hmm.
for 16 years.
It's probably what that 16 on the
I'm
bottle's
holding
for.
myself back from drinking this.
Let's get into it. Let's.
So the one thing I didn't do is the color. It's what, medium brown, almost like a dark apple juice.
Yeah.
That's good, but enough talking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, Caol Ila, open air ocean.
Yep.
This is a dark and stormy night by the ocean side.
Yep.
Wow. It's poetic.
Yeah. But, so I think we will have you try the Caol Ila because it is. They have the same like it's.
There's some similarities.
Yeah, it's like I can't really describe it.
Huh. It's right there, huh?
Yeah, but it's like it's just two sides of the same. It's like two paths, like two parallel paths.
Yeah.
One is definitely just, kind of like the easy road. It's the high road. It's the high road and the low road. One being, I feel like this is like off the beaten path. Like this is.
Yeah.
It's really really nice, but it's definitely
there's
a rocky road.
Oh, yeah.
There's a scene in Parks and Rec where Ron Swanson is over by the Lagavulin distillery, sitting on the cliffside overlooking the ocean. He's reading a poem by Robert Burns.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I think of when I drink it. Like it's windy and it's ocean air and maybe add a campfire nearby.
If
Campfire,
anyone
for sure.
from the Lagavulin distillery watches this, that must kill them. That we don't think of like just the distillery and the geography and like being out there. It's Ron Swanson. It's Nick Offerman.
How can you not? I mean, it looks special in America.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do you? This is old hat for you.
Yeah.
if
Old
you're drinking
hat.
it, but
So, yeah, I automatically think of being back to Michigan, where I'm from, sitting by a campfire. That smoky, peaty smell on your clothes the
Yeah.
morning after.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh man, that's a good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Waking up in the morning and having that campfire smell on you.
Yeah.
That's a good. It's a very poetic way of putting it as well.
Thank you.
So I feel like this is a little shorter of a finish than the Caol Ila was.
Um,
Keep in mind, I timed the Caol Ila finish, and
You did.
we were breathing Pete for about 3 minutes.
yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, granted, you didn't time the whole thing. We gave up halfway through.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the Caol Ila episode, go back and watch because that finish is I think still the longest finish of any.
Yep. I thought I
anything
could still
we've
taste
tried.
it this morning.
No, so this kind of builds in complexity and builds, and then it just kind of lifts off. Like it just, it's like building up to a crescendo, but before getting to the crescendo, it just kind of lifts. And
Yeah.
I don't know any other way to describe it besides
Wow.
No, I think you've got it. I mean,
you get a lot of the flavors. It starts melting, and there's a lot of different flavors in there. There's that smoke. There's the peat.
yep.
The iodine, the all those flavors, but nothing overwhelms the other one. Like they're all balanced.
Yeah.
But they kind of rotate for me in your mouth.
That was a weird cut.
Just, when the first time I did that, I never thought that would become a thing.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't think half the things we've said would become a thing.
It's really easy just to keep calling. When we run out of ideas, and we just keep calling back earlier stuff.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
Yep.
I didn't know that this was going to be a thing.
That's true. I thought we'd make it through like the 101s and say, all right, let's call it.
Yeah. But no, it's been rolling, and I've been having a lot of fun.
Yep. So speaking of rolling, about 10 or 15 minutes, our YouTube time travel trick.
Yes.
And this is, so, we asked you before the camera started rolling that over time, you've sipped and you've had it
Yep.
as you've held it, but you've never actually let it rest and breathe stationary in one of these glasses before.
Correct. I don't think it's lasted longer than 10 minutes in my glass. So
Which,
And
I mean,
yeah, I can definitely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say under normal circumstances, it should be that way.
Yeah.
However, I mean, these glasses do something wildly different with the whiskeys that we've been trying. I'm actually curious to see if you
Yeah.
notice the difference.
I'm excited.
Wait, did you notice the difference in the first glass?
From when I tried it in my regular glass, yes,
Yeah?
definitely, yeah. I think just having my nose and the mouth at the same time, that your smell is part of your taste, which you don't get in a glass like this. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you say that you get a lot more on the snifferizer?
The snifferizer, yeah. It's way up in there.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually, if it's not weird, we're gonna watch you try your second glass. We're actually. This is the first time that we actually get to witness somebody,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh, yeah.
not just us experiencing what we believe to be something different.
So I'm not as good as you guys, but I feel like
We're not
I
as
have
good as
I feel like I smell some kind of sweet in here now, like more kind of caramelly.
He's right. So that sweetness that I got from a distance when you first poured,
Yeah.
and now that's back in the glass.
Yeah. Peat's still there, maybe just not quite as strong.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a definite little sweetness coming in. But no, yeah, still got a little bit of iodineness, a little bit of that peat,
Yep.
a little bit. I mean, all the same flavors are there, just maybe muted a little bit, and that sweetness is a little bit more present.
That sweetness I feel like is really riding on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, man. That's the motion right there.
Mm.
We don't do it.
Fancy.
That was professional.
Yeah.
I call this the Buddy Holly.
Buddy
twirl.
Holly. Trademark.
Gentlemen, if you're ready, I'm gonna get
Oh,
right
I'm
into
ready.
it.
Blast off.
Man.
I feel like the peat's a little stronger,
Mm-hmm.
but aside from that, it held pretty strong to our
Yeah,
my first
I-
impressions.
I don't know if there's too much of a difference
Yeah.
in the first class. Like I said, maybe a little bit more peat forward. Maybe a little less oak, but
You know, I didn't get a whole lot of the
whole
oak in
lot
the first class.
But God, that's good.
It is like I have zero criticisms.
Nothing on Lagavulin, but I'm looking at the back of the bottle and I see Diageo again, which I think has
Yeah.
owned every Scotch almost
So far.
all, except for Monkey Shoulder, because Monkey Shoulder was William Grant and Sons, but Diageo has owned everything else, which I guess makes sense, right? Because they're the largest Scotch owner of Scotches.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tangent.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yeah, we forgot to get into the ownership, but I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, no, it just there's a big D on the back.
Yeah. But I mean,
No.
because we did mention that Diageo owns.
Sorry.
It's not, you have nothing to apologize for. We've said all along that Lagavulin is the sister distillery, so.
I mean, 100% malted barley. Both of them have ex bourbon cask. They whole ass they're one thing.
Yeah, they sure do. Which, I mean, you've just brought up my favorite Ron Swanson quote, which is never half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing.
Yeah. Man, this is good.
What do you got? What's your favorite Ron Swanson quote?
I think I'm gonna stick to the clear liquor is for rich white women on diets. Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
It's been a couple episodes since
yeah.
we've
Four,
implored that.
4 or 5 episodes.
Yep.
No, so my favorite quote is, one of the things I hate most is lying. The second thing is skim milk, which is just water that's lying about being milk.
Yep.
Yep.
That and there's no wrong way to drink alcohol. That's number 2. But what comes after that just
I
kinda-
mentioned between cuts that I like that quote, but I know the scene that follows it.
Yeah.
And it makes me very
But I mean,
sad.
for this
Yes.
channel, there's no wrong way to drink alcohol. It kind of fits.
That's true. I mean, that's pretty much, that's what we stand for. Where's the curvy thing that
Oh, yeah.
no matter how you like your whiskey is the right way? So, hey, you still have a little bit here in your glass here. I'm actually going to pour you a little bit of the Caol Ila because I do want you to compare the two.
Okay.
Should be,
Here, I can hold it. The color difference.
he has two hands.
Well, sometimes you need a second hand.
Wow.
So,
Very
was I
peaty.
wrong that it's like two sister distilleries? I can't think of another way to describe that.
Yeah.
I probably lay the analogies on really, really thick on this channel,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like I've got nothing for this. Like,
I mean, what else is there? You're trying to describe taste and thing. I mean,
Yeah.
analogies is like the only way you do it. You know what I get out of the second glass of this as it's been sitting for a little bit? And maybe it's just drinking it more and more, is a little bit more of that saltiness.
yeah,
Almost like ocean salt, ocean spray
Yep.
type of saltiness. I get that a little bit more in in the second glass, and I don't know if it's because I've been drinking it, but
So yeah, I mean, so now that you're putting words to that, I can,
Yeah.
like I do remember. It doesn't quite have that ocean feel up front like the Caol Ila does.
yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm super excited to have him comparing the two.
These are very similar. Wow. Very good. This one's very good.
That one, you'll probably notice that you're still exhaling peat.
Yep.
But the flavor's really,
I can
really
feel
mellow.
it here too.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so impressions. How do you guys feel?
Man, that's good. I mean,
Very good.
I can still taste it. Just that peatiness. Peatiness? Peatiness? Peaty? Anyway, I can still taste the peatiness, and I'm trying not to put a little bit more in my glass.
Go for it.
Okay, good.
Don't have to twist his arm.
Would you like a little bit more as well?
Yeah, I'll take a little more. A splash. A
Um,
splash. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No, so it's good. I mean, there's a reason it is one of the great malts of Islay.
Yep.
Kyle, thank you again.
Of course.
This is my first time drinking it. I'm gonna have to drink it a lot more.
Yeah.
My back hat's getting very crowded now, but
You could leave some here.
I might have to. But man, that's good. If you are a fan of any sort of peat smoked whiskey, peat smoked Scotch, definitely do yourself a favor. Pick up Lagavulin. I've only had the 16, so pick up the 16. I imagine they're all shades of the same.
Yep. And I can't. So this definitely, like this. This tastes 4 years older than the 12-year. Granted, it's been a long time since I've tried the 12-year. I was thinking, we've done a couple introductory scotches so far, and this is not one of them. Mm-hmm. But if you're a Viking and you want to hit the ground running, like Kyle,
Definitely.
Yes.
yeah. I mean, this is not going to let you down. Like this is the penultimate scotch.
Yeah. I mean, it's complex. It's peaty. It's got a lot of flavors, but it's balanced.
Yep, and smooth. There's a little bit of a lingering.
Like warmth.
Yeah, it's not a burn. It's a lingering
I wouldn't
warmth.
call it a bite either. It's just like
Nope.
Like my chest is warm.
Yeah, and that, I mean,
I thought it was just because I'm here with you guys, but must be the Lagavulin.
so you know what it does. This, like right here, what it actually reminds me is the Del Bach,
Yeah.
which we've said before that the Del Bach is kind of like an American Scotch where they swap out the peat for the mesquite, and this only strengthens my feelings for
Yeah.
the Del Bach. But it's a real similar feel.
To be fair, my first time trying this was my first time drinking straight whiskey. So I don't know if I recommend straight going to this, but after the second time, it was very enjoyable. The first time, obviously, it was super strong. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you know what? Actually, I think I remember the first time you tried it because you came in and your beard had grown like like an extra.
It's
half
right here.
inch.
This is how far it came in. Yeah.
Hair popping out of his shirt, too.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll put hair on your chest. My wife says.
It sure will.
I can feel my beard growing
Yep.
right now.
So yeah, I think so. Final thoughts.
What? Don't mix it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely no mixing. I mean, this is. I wouldn't even recommend it on the rocks. Just this is. As it is how it should be.
Yeah.
Certainly isn't. It's not going to be for the light drinker. You have to really kind of want it, but it is delicious once you get into it.
For sure. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, thank you.
This is
You guys are very welcome.
this is delicious. But did you do the banner already?
Kyle, go ahead. Take it away. Just do this. Ooh, he went the other way.
It is the opposite.
It's gonna be weird.
Oh.
No, it's all good. So, if you're still with us and you haven't yet, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Let us know what your favorite Ron Swanson quote is.
Please.
Please.
And remember, no matter how you like your whiskey, that's the right way.